We are back with two rising stars in Hollywood who are actually teaming up on the Broadway stage. In 2022, Kit Connor won the Emmy for Outstanding Lead Performance in his role in Netflix Heartstopper.
And Rachel Zegler was handpicked by Steven Spielberg to play Maria in his 2021 remake of West Side Story. Her performance earned her the Golden Globe for Best Actress in a Motion Picture Comedy or Musical.
It was so good.
Excellent.
And then now the two are coming together for their Broadway debuts in Romeo and Juliet, taking on the lead roles. It's a modern spin, though, on the classic play. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I told you guys I can't wait to see this, but kind of set it up here because it puts this modern spin on a play that's over 400 years old at this point. But how do you explain it, and how does it differ from the original?
What would you say?
Oh, wow.
Ladies first.
It really is an amazing concept that our brilliant director, Sam Gold, came to both of us when the play was offered to us, saying that it's really like a bunch of young kids have broken into Circle in the Square with a message that they needed to send. And this is an amazing play that has kind of withstood the test of time. And it explores a lot of different themes that are still very, very relevant today with, you know, family and how generational trauma gets passed down and why do we hate and how can we love instead.
Very, very interesting. And in fact, Kit, Rachel mentioned you're in Circle in the Square, which is an iconic theater here in New York, but it leads to less traditional staging. And you guys are all over the theater in the rafters with the audience. How much of a challenge was that?
Well, I'd say it was something that was daunting to think about at the beginning, the idea of sort of being really in the audience and interacting with them so much. But I think it kind of helps us so much in terms of grounding us in the play, because you feel like the audience are along with you for the ride completely. And yeah, I mean, it's easy to know whether or not they're having a good time because they're right in front of you.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
You all didn't know each other before coming together on this show. Tell me a little bit about what it's been like getting to know each other, finding that chemistry, and making this a success.
Yeah, I mean, it's been such a joy and such an honor. I have such a deep respect for Kit and all of the amazing work that he has done in his very short time on Earth so far. And it's really wonderful to come to work every day and have somebody that you deeply, deeply trust, because you are doing a live performance.
Yeah.
And as you guys know, doing things live is really scary.
Oh, man.
It's very comforting to know that I have somebody who makes me feel held through that process.
Oh,
That's
makes
very
me feel
sweet.
How sweet is that?
What can I say?
It's like a Hallmark card.
But it's one of those things where going into it we hadn't met and we both took the job without having met.
Ooh.
And that's always a scary thing.
You're like, hi.
Yeah, exactly. And playing the most iconic couple probably of all time is going to be daunting as well. But I think we've been so lucky in terms of just, it's been a really natural progression of just getting on really well.
Oh,
it's
both
been
so
great.
talented.
Can we talk about your magical voice?
Oh,
that also, what did you say? It holds me? I can't even remember the verbiage. What was it?
I feel held by him.
I feel by your magical voice. I've read that Jack Antonoff wrote the music for this production.
Yes.
How cool is that?
Talk about New Jersey pride. We love Jack Antonoff. Oh yeah, there we are.
What was it like to work with him?
It's a total honor as a big music nerd, and knowing all of the things that he's done in his career.
For people who don't know, just give them
Yeah, I mean, he is a producer for many, many amazing artists like Taylor Swift, Florence and the Machine, Sabrina Carpenter, to name a few. And he also has an amazing band called Bleachers. And he is just deeply, deeply genius when it comes to the musical field. And to watch him kind of take on the theater, something he's never done before, has been a real honor. And getting to collaborate with him on the music in our show has been really awesome.
So cool.
Incredible.
And what's so terrific for you, Rachel, is that you get to break some of these barriers. You've been cast in the live-action Snow White film coming out next year. And there was some backlash about, non-traditional casting, which, listen, we get to see people in whole different ranges of people get to be seen. And for you, you had this kind of uplifting moment when Brandy, who starred in the 1997 version of Cinderella in the musical, wrote you a letter.
Oh, wow. Yeah. She came out in support, and it was in a piece I did for Variety very recently. it meant the world because I grew up watching her believing that I could, because even though I didn't look like the cartoon or the normalized version of the character, that I could still do it. Never in a million years did I imagine it would actually happen, and it has, and it's been the most beautiful experience. And having Brandy come out and support, saying that I was doing it for this next generation of young people to know that they can is really, really special. And I could never have imagined it in a million years, and I'm very thankful for her.
That is beautiful. Speaking of next generations, season 3 of Heartstopper is out now. That show is just unlike anything else on TV. My daughters love it. Talk to us about what it's like for you to be a part of something and the response from the fans. What has that meant to you?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's very rare as an actor to be able to do a project that genuinely feels like you're making a difference in any kind of way and having any kind of genuine impact on people's lives. And just based on the reaction that we've had over the last 3 seasons, it really does feel like the show means a lot to people. So, I mean, for that, I'll just be forever grateful to even have any kind of part in it, to be able to, be one of the faces of it is an honor that I will always be able to have with me.
You two are like two of the loveliest human
Romeo and
beings.
Juliet.
Yes.
Come on.
Tell me about your childhood. What did they do right with you guys?
In fact, we've decided to rewrite the play. Nobody dies.
Exactly.
Just keep going.
Rachel, can't wait.
Did I give anything away? Spoiler.
Spoiler alert.
Thank you so much. Romeo and Juliet is now in performances at Broadway's Circle in the Square Theater.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.